It's Week 16 of the 2024 season, where we'll see this team's rangy quarterback. His season mark is now up to 42 tackles after last week's game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting he continues to streak in this game.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Now the first carry here for the running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. On now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now a play fake here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. We'll get this up to about the 44. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Yeah, a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December. He sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And Martin's got it, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Bryant. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off.
Personal
And he
foul.
says it went out of bounds at the
Roughing the kicker.
9-yard line. Nice
Defense.
punt. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think
Automatic
about the
first down.
differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Pressure comes and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
3rd and 2.
Looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. That time a 6-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, look at the juke. And it's a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Second and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they bring out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much.